Hi, KOG here. Uh, I'm here for the Rise of Bangtan, Chapter 21, Magic Shop. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. First of all, Magic Shop is my favorite song by BTS. Oh man, it's just I wasn't army or anything like that, but what the song meant and the lyrics, the song itself, it was just beautiful, man. I watched the live version too, and it was just magical. Uh, anyway, today's the 31st, the last day of 2023. So happy New Year. And I'm pretty darn happy that this was my first year reacting, and I didn't I didn't know what I was doing. I started out with nothing, and I had to learn everything. Editing. You know how to use a. What is this? The mic and you know OBS and all these little programs that I had to do. And anyway, but I'm still here. Uh, well, what's interesting is that I really didn't think I'll be doing much of Bangtan content. That shows how much I was wrong. No, because I didn't want to do any fake reactions or act like I haven't seen something, or just you know jump up and down and bullshit. I love everything type of a deal. But the thing is, because I have last uh 5 years or so, I used to cover most of the list to a lot of different kind of K-pop, but I kind of stayed off for 4 or 5 years. And the only team that I stayed with was BTS and Blackpink. So since I knew a lot about, I heard a lot most of their songs and stuff, I thought I wouldn't be able to react to much of it. Just like how I can't react to you know much of for example, I'm a you know Girls' Generation fan, but I literally watched everything, even like all the TV shows and stuff. So there's nothing to do. So I thought it would be the same for Army. I mean the BTS stuff. But man, you guys show me that there's a whole lot of content, and I thank you guys for it. Learned a whole lot about each of the members, and I got to interact with a whole lot of Army. And the thing is, I heard you guys are pretty cool. It's I saw the you know what is that, the documentary. You know, when I first began, before I began, and all the good things you guys have done, and all the uh, positivity you guys have brought, and all that stuff. So I thought you guys are cool, but you know, I really got to interact with a whole lot of you guys, and they're right. You guys are pretty cool. So anyway, it was a cool year. I learned a lot. I gained a lot, and I wish I could do more. But sometimes you have time, sometimes you don't. But I'm trying best I could, and I'd like to say thank you. Um, I think you guys are one of my. I'm sure you guys are the biggest. Uh, the supporters of my content, and probably has most subscribers too. So I really thank you guys. Anyway, so I just wanted to say that because this is pretty momentous for me. It's my first year as a YouTuber. You know, even though I'm still very tiny, it's been meaningful, And I just wanted to say thank you guys. Anyway, so let's finish the Rise of Bangtan. Yay.
저희 투어 시작하잖아요.
그렇죠.
네, 전 세계에 계신 아미 여러분들 저희가 금방 만나러 갈 테니까 금방 찾아갈게요.
이거 이거 혹시 우리 집 맞을 건가 생각해야 될 꿈이 많아.
뭔가 마음가짐이 좀 다른 것 같긴 해요. 그 윙스 때는 도끼를 품고 있었던 때인 것 같아요. 그리고 뭔가 되게 꿈이 굉장히 컸었어요. 막 이건 해야 되고 이건 해야 돼. 꼭 이뤄야겠어. 약간 이런 게 되게 컸었던 것 같아요. 근데 지금은 뭔가 편하게 즐기면서 하는 듯한 느낌이 있어요.
그러면 땅속에 나가서 비가 다시 딱 내릴까?
Man, you know, it was kind of funny that I was remembering how, you know, these guys were screaming at Bank PD about how they were tricked. You know, they said there were no dancing and they got the toughest dances, and still they're passed out. You know, from all the rigorous choreographs. Anyway, what J Hope said, you know, about the fire in their blood and stuff like that. Actually, it's more like a obsession type of a thing. It has the Korean word has a little bit of a negative connotation. He said "dokki." You know, when they were doing Wings concert, it was like they had "dokki," and literal translation of that would be "dok" means poison, and "ki" is like chi. You know, the life force. You know, chi. So it's like energy forces of poison. Yeah, I know. It just sounds terrible, but that's why it has certain negative connotation. But not, it's not a bad thing. It just it means like it's like obsession. You really wanted to do it. You know that, you know, fire in our heart. It doesn't mean it's like it could be very positive, but itoki means like, you know, oh, we have to do it because in order to survive, that type of a deal. So I thought that yeah, there's that difference.
건무가 도와줘.
I love this song too. Symphony.
그럴수록 내 맘속에 폭풍을 감당할 수 없게 돼 웃고 있는 가면 속에 진짜 내 모습을 다 드러내 I'm the one I should know In this world 빛나는 나를 소중한 내 영혼을 이제야 깨달아 So I love me 좀 부족해도 너무 아름다운 걸 I'm the one I should love
들어오고 상태 너무 없어. 살려버립시다.
손에 있지.
안녕하십니까?
안녕하세요.
와, look at that. 깜시오.
와, 기가 막히다. 와, 진짜 크다.
너무 큰데요? 저희 안 보일 것 같은데요?
나 이거 투어 한번 돌고 나서 색깔 바꿔야겠다. 차로스. 이 피니스 좀. 형 바꿀 때 나도 그 캐릭터 좀.
이거 홍삼 키즈입니다. 마마는 키즈니까.
그렇지, 인생.
완전 막. 저는 여전히 엄청 긴장해요. 그렇게 안 보일 수도 있는데 저는 공연 직전에는 약간 이게 일단 좀 체력적으로 무서워요. 1, 2, 3번을 어떻게 넘기냐에 따라서 그날 하루 컨디션이 좌우되는데 그것 때문에 긴장 엄청 해요.
저희가 하는 일, 뭐 빌보드 좋은 성적을 냈다, 투어를 한다, 콘서트를 한다, 사람들이 저희한테 관심을 가져주시고 응원과 격려를 보내주세요.
그 차근차근히 거의 모든 사이즈를 다 겪어왔다고 생각하는데 막스부터 줄임기전까지 확실한 거는 쉽지 않아요. 흔치 않은 경험들이니까 사실 그냥 생판 공연이나 이쪽 업을 안 하는 사람을 45,000명 앞에 세워놓으면 보통 발발에 떨죠.
그룹 방탄소년단이 2년 반의 활동을 마무리하는 월드 투어를 시작했습니다.
서울 올림픽 주경기장에서 열린 이틀간의 공연에는 9만여 팬이 몰렸습니다.
작은 데서부터 점점 큰 데로 정말 저희가 원한 스토리예요. 이렇게 차근차근히 성장하고 있는 방탄소년단인데 더 많은 분들에게 저희의 모습을 보여드리는 게 지금으로서는 맞지 않나 그런 생각이 들어서 사이즈를 점점 키워나가고 있다고 생각합니다.
그때 저는 이제 올라갑니다 하면 눈을 한번 감고 리프트업이 딱 되면 눈을 한번 떠봐요. 옛날에는 그거를 잘 못했었었는데 지금은 만약에 여기에 아미가 없으면 어떡하지? 여기가 다 꽉 안 채워지면 어떡하지? 그래 한번 눈으로 한번 확인해보자. 그때부터는 아 내가 정말 살아있는 느낌을 딱 여기서 받는 것 같아요.
Can't call me artist, can't call me idol. 아니 어떤 자를 뭐라 해도 idol. I'm proud of it. 난 잘 없네. 너무 ironic. 오늘 난 사나이였게 손가락질 해. 나는 전혀 신경 쓰지 않네. 나를 욕하는 너의
Boys are looking good.
I know what I have. I know what I want. I never gonna change. I never gonna trade.
Ooh, yeah.
오늘 공연장에 오고 나서 아미에게 전할 말을 어딘가에 제가 숨겨두었어요. 어디?
바로 여러분들이 들고 있는 아미밤이야.
하나, 둘, 셋, 헐! 오!
Wow, man, that looks cool. I mean, these huge concerts. The thing is, see, the bigger the concert, you can't really see the guys and all that stuff, but it more than makes up for it because of the pure energy of like tens of thousands of people, all loving one thing and all chanting for one thing. It's just great feeling. Man, I haven't been to a big concert in the longest time. Oh, by the way, I just want to tell you guys, in this song, there's like 얼쑤 and what else was there? 지화자 and things like that. In old Korean like folk song type of a thing. Those are things that you just put in like nonsensical words, and it's like in pop songs like hey yo and baby, things like that. However, 얼쑤 and 지화자 both is used in extreme happiness. I thought you guys probably know, many of you guys probably know, but yeah, it's just a saying in a song, just go hey hey, this type of a thing. But these two words, 지화자 and 얼쑤, they're both used only when it's about something very happy or funny or things like that, something very positive. So I don't know. If you guys didn't know, I thought I should say that.
이제 의경 이제 저녁을 약 한 달 앞둔 친구가 있어요. 이제 그 포인트가 이제 그거였거든요. 이제 기다려야 되는 사람과 이제 기다리게 할 수밖에 없는 사람. 그 얘기를 들으면서 되게 많이 생각했던 게 이게 누구 한쪽이 더 힘들다고 할 수가 없는 거더라고요. 그러니까 이제 뭐 우리가 이제 생각해보면 우리는 2시간 반 동안 진짜 정말 이 틀에 맞춰서 미친놈처럼 해야 되는서 어쩌면 기다려 주시는 분들보다 더 체력적으로 힘들 수는 있겠죠. 근데 보시면 공연 내내 3시간 동안 같이 소리를 질러주는 거예요. 그러면 그게 진짜 말도 못할 거예요. 기다리는 사람들이 생각해서 이렇게 열심히 공연을 해주는구나, 그런 느낌을 우리는 줄 의무가 있죠.
사람들이 왜 우리 좋아해 줄까 막 이러면서 다들 열심히 하고 그런 것도 있지만 사실 열심히 안 하는 사람이 어디 있어. 다 좋은 음악 만들고 열심히 하려고 하는데 왜 우리 좋아해 줄까. 아니 인터뷰에 막 우리끼리 사이도 좋고 팬들이랑 소통도 많이 하려고 하고 뭐 이런 얘기 하지만 저희 말고도 다 그렇게 하잖아요. 믿고 응원해주는 게 절대 쉬운 일이 아니라고 생각해. 그러니까 우린 잘해야 돼요.
Man, I would like to tell Jin, maybe he knows by now, but yeah, I mean, you know what? There are many other groups. Actually, what I love about K-pop is most of the groups, they take care of their fans. I just did Shuchita about on IU thing, and man, I didn't know that she would just go out and do like 2.5 hours of encore songs, just to hang out with her fans. She's not taking this as a job. She loves what she's doing, and she obviously truly loves her fans. Or what kind of a singer would do 2.5 hour extra performance, right? I mean, that's nuts. I had no idea she was like that. So I mean, these guys are great people, and but you know, if I, you know, I know that like they probably already know, and but what I like to tell, if I was there, would tell Jimin is that, you know, like like happy stuff and decent stuff. Like, let's say shoes, man. It just, there's a crappy cheap shoes and there's a decent shoes and there's a nice shoes, really, really, really nice shoes. And then there's the exceptionally nice shoes, the best in the world. The thing is, the difference between crappy to the middle level or high level, the differences are pretty darn huge. But when you get to like really good and the finest, the difference isn't that much, but it is there. And that the last 1-2%, you know, that little more effort, little more love, little more sincerity, that's what makes the difference between the best, you know, the finest so-called shoes and really, really nice shoes. I believe same thing. Musically, BTS has been awesome, and the fact that they produced their own made the difference. And also the message has been, I would call it profound, you know, because I think I talked about it last time too, that love yourself is the center of so many problems and issues that stems from not being able to love yourself. So I think the message itself was very profound, but overall, it's not just that, you know, it's that last little, you know, the story of them starting out from very small team with just dreams and becoming this huge, you know, it just, every little thing helped, you know, that little, just little tiny differences, you know, they all accumulated and it has become a huge difference. And because they're loved so much, and the thing is, I believe that because they have so much love for their fans, since they have like crazy amount of fans and crazy amount of love, I think they felt like they have to work even harder to please and, you know, their fans. And I think that have made them work even harder as time went by. Because when you get a little rich, if the money was the money or fame, it itself was the only a goal you had, when you get, you know, pretty high up there, you know, you get complacent. But these guys, I think the driving factor has been, you know, that fan, you know, the relationship with the fans and the appreciation of that. So I think that's why they just keep working harder and harder, and that has made all the difference. Made all the difference. Anyway, let's get going.
그러니까 우리는 더 잘해야 돼요.
Wow. Flying private jets, man.
올해는 그래미 가나요? 가야죠. 오늘 인터뷰 잘하고 갈 수 있을 것 같아요.
Watching your videos, the first thing you see is the slate for Big Hit Entertainment. It says music and artist for healing.
굉장히 음악으로 이제 위로를 받거나 음악으로서 이제 돌파구들을 굉장히 많이 느꼈었던 것 같아요. 플러스로 이 한국에 한정된 게 아닌 것 같아요. 이런 10대들 그리고 또 20대 청춘들이 느끼는 이제 아픔이라든지 슬픔이라든지 또 고민이라든지 음악을 들음으로써 이제 형성되는 가치관이라든지 굉장히 영향을 많이 주는데도 불구하고 건강한 메시지라든지 건강한 이제 음악이 좀 없다는데 좀 아쉬움을 느끼기도 했었고.
BTS라는 팀이
Yeah, like what I said last time on the chapter 20. But this, Bang PD from the beginning, the music that heals, for healing. That's what they started with. And first of all, that's a pretty, I don't know, different. That's the only, I don't know, company that I know of where that was the motto. That was the motto of that signified the direction they wanted to take, right? Music for healing. I mean, but what's crazy thing is that they got there. That was their crazy dream and their plan to begin with, and they didn't lose the goal they started out with, and they actually got there, which I think is wonderful.
이게 어떻게 보면 그냥 이 사람들의 어떤 존재로 인해서 만들어낸 환상 같은 걸 수도 있는데 BTS는 뭐다 이러면 이게 그냥 어렵죠, 복합적이고.
Oh.
너 생일 축하드려 본다, 야, 남자. 너 생일 축하드려 본다. 좋았다.
Happy
아, 늘려놔.
birthday to 남준. Happy birthday.
갑자기?
남준.
사랑하는 남준이 생일 축하합니다.
Quick question. Why is RM 모두니? Was it 모두니? 몬두니. Happy RM Day. 몬두니? Please tell me what this is. I have no idea. Sorry about that. I couldn't figure that out.
근데 제가 원래 생일에 이렇게 막 특별한 의미를 부여하는 사람은 아니에요. 약간 그럼 뭐 때문에 사냐 약간 이런 거 같기도 하고요. 저는 여전히 말하지만 아직도 저를 사랑하기 위해서 살아가는 사람이고 아직 25살이고 어려서 잘 되지 않아요. 나도 나를 사랑하고 싶다 정도예요. 예. 가야겠네.
이거야?
이거는 놓고 가는 게 나와서
안경 챙겨야죠.
그래 멈추는 법도 그래 멈추는 법도 실패하는 법도.
You guys are the biggest boy band in the world.
I don't mean any disrespect, but there are people of a certain age who don't know BTS. So just in case you are thinking I'm making this up, this is the new cover of Time magazine.
We're going from the storytelling, I'll come to present.
worldwide handsome, you know? Here's camera.
He always cracks me up. I got a question. Why do they just always say they're the biggest boy group? Isn't it by this time they were the biggest group, period, weren't they? Almost? Maybe not? Oh, maybe not. What group are there? Who's bigger than these guys? Solo artists, maybe? I don't know. It just, like, when they come back, they're all going to be almost, most of them will be over 30. Are they going to be hearing this boy groups crap, like, forever? I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. People put negative connotation on boy groups. But there's nothing wrong with being a boy group. But I just, I'm not sure if it fits anymore. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna stop quite a bit today because I feel like this is our last Rise of Bangtan thing. So if I feel like I want to say something, I feel like I have to say everything. So sorry about that. What I thought was cool about Jin. Jin saying, "Oh, I'm the I'm the best looking guy or the most handsome, worldwide handsome, whatever." Well, obviously, because how he's acting, people do know that you're joking, but it's more of an inside joke, to be honest, right? If you've never seen the guy and he goes, "Oh, because I'm worldwide handsome," that's the only thing he might say. But you know what? It never stopped Jin, and I think it's because he doesn't give a crap about so-called the general public. He knows that his fans know what he's talking about, and it's all all in fun, and most people do understand. But I mean, he doesn't have that fear. I don't think he never had the fear of like, what if people take me wrong or something. I think it never occurred to him because he doesn't care, other than his fans. I'm saying.
나 정말 여기 막 다리가 너무 아파. 너무 마지막인 것처럼 아, 이 비행이 제일 힘든 것 같아요. 아니야, 이런 걸로 힘들다고 징징대면 안 돼. 그 사람 얼마나 더 힘든 게 많은데.
K-pop supergroup BTS is making history yet again. The 7-member boy band will become the first Korean artist to put on a stadium show in the United States.
BTS is going to end the North American leg of their tour, where the New York Mets play home games.
Tonight, 48,000 coming here to Citi Field to a show that sold out in 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
여기가 넓이는 진짜 리얼 야구장이기 때문에 넓이 완전 넓더만.
그거 기사도 나오고 그랬잖아요.
정말 뉴욕에서 우리 공연 때문에 지하철 연장했대.
진짜로? 와.
People camped out in tents for days. Lines snaked around the stadium for blocks, made up of thousands of die-hard BTS fans.
A lot of people haven't heard of them, so to explain, BTS calls them their army. That means their fans. And right now, the ones who have waited the longest to get to this show are right behind me. You see them right here. Many of these fans have been camped out in a tent city here at Citi Field since Monday of last week. Right, a week they've been waiting in line.
I'm obsessed with the way that the world talks about fangirls and the way that the world looks at young female enthusiasm. But my specific interest was in fangirls of boy bands. Then I watch as mainstream news outlets cover the story.
Yeah, there's a man who's very confused. That's how I feel.
What is it about them that makes you so crazy?
What's the craziest thing that one of your fans has ever done to try to meet you?
We don't want to call it crazy, but
Okay.
What's the weirdest or craziest thing a fan has asked you to do?
I don't want to call it like weird or crazy, but
Have you guys been injured yet in pandemonium in a rush of fans?
the fans don't hurt me. I hurt myself.
What's the craziest thing a fan has done to meet you? You've had any crazy fan experiences?
팬들이 했던 것 중에 지금 제일 기분 좋고 기억에 남았던 거.
Do they ever grab you and try to attack you?
Why is it that the image of young girls
Ooh, that's messed up. You know what though? Man, RM was being so classy here. Like when he was translating to these guys. Oh yeah. Ray changed the question. What is the one? What he said was, what was the nicest? Was memorable because of all the, crazy nice thing fan has done for you guys. And then the guy keeps, what they want to hear is that there's some crazy, insane rabbit, female fans. I'm a fan, and I know plenty of guys who are fans. And I think this is best explained in the Ex Celestes, the thing about the army. That was awesome documentary too. And when I saw that, I agreed. They did all the breakdowns, and man, just about the sports fan and all that stuff. It's just bullshit.
Do they ever grab you and try to attack you?
Why is it that the image of young girls screaming their lungs out with excitement for a pop star is considered crazy, scary, a bit much, but the image of young boys screaming their lungs out for a footballer is perfectly normal. I'd looked at images of girls screaming for the Beatles, the Backstreet Boys, One Direction, and the word that had come to mind was not excitement, but hysteria. And what I did not know was the history of that word. That in the 19th century, hysteria was considered to be a legitimate female mental disorder that could be diagnosed by doctors if women displayed excessive emotion or difficult behavior. If girls grow up in a world where words like crazy and psycho and hysterical are casually used to describe female enthusiasm, then how does that shape the way that those girls get to see themselves? Isn't that a little bit like telling them that they are born less capable of rationality than men, less capable of reason, and unworthy of the same intellectual respect as their brothers? Fangirls know how to do something that most of my adult friends have no idea how to do. They know how to love something without apology or fear.
They're so poorly represented in culture as these fangirl crazy mindless, and they're the opposite.
You have so many fans in the army who are so many different ages, backgrounds, ethnicities, genders. How does that feel?
아이돌 팬이라는 이유로 막 대회를 좀 많이 이제 기하다가 정말 대단한 사람들이거든요. 그래서 이게 누군가를 좋아한다는 이유만으로 그렇게 할 수 있는 게 아니에요, 사실.
They're like the main promotional vehicle of BTS, to the point where they were buying billboards for them in major cities.
I know.
Here in the US, it's really blown up. The calls and texts we get from your fans here at the radio station, it's just more and more every day, honestly.
The intricacies of what you ARMY do, there's so much coordination and just work that goes into this stuff. What is it about BTS that inspires you to put in that amount of work?
I'd say that their music really inspires something within all of us. It really makes us want to show up for them, particularly in the United States, where they're at a disadvantage as a foreign artist singing in a different language. And so actually on some level, by coming here, by showing up, by fan chanting, we're trying to show the broader media landscape in the United States that they are welcome here, and we welcome artists like BTS here.
Last time we met, we spoke about UNICEF,
Yes.
giving back. But it's not only you that are giving back. Your fans, the army, have been inspired by you to give back.
First, it starts off thinking, what do the boys love? And what are the things we can do in the name of BTS or ARMY?
BTS recently had to cancel a tour. BTS ARMY started to donate the ticket refunds to the Coronavirus Relief Fund, and they have now raised over $330,000.
The BTS ARMY matches $1 million in Black Lives Matter donations.
Part of me was like, why isn't everyone's fans doing this? Can you imagine if everyone's fans thanked them by organizing charity in their name?
For ARMY, these simple acts of kindness bring them closer to BTS and to each other.
We want to make them proud.
We really do.
And it's all in Korean, right? Yeah. Okay.
You learn it. Translate.
BTS! BTS! BTS has completely changed our lives.
Yes. They give so much to us. They help empower us so much.
And they teach me how to love myself, and I'm gonna cry. I'm sorry.
I really didn't know what BTS was, or really K-pop for that matter, but all of the fans who I tell that to say, you know, Mark, that's okay. They're gaining one fan at a time, and I don't know, they may be onto something.
I'm your whore.
I mean, you know, there's another thing about what about guys, you know, but how about the football hooligans? I mean, mostly in Europe, but they kill each other and beat each other up because they like different football clubs. Now, I love to watch football or soccer, as they call it in the United States, but I would call that a little crazy. What do you guys think? I mean, you know, you don't, only because you like, it's a game, for God's sakes. I mean, anyway, you know, there was a goalkeeper in South America who got I think he got shot and killed because he couldn't, I don't know, he couldn't block something or other in a big game. I mean, just I think that's a little more crazier than, you know. I mean, Celeste also in that the documentary was well explained, and I personally experienced not being. See, I wasn't into K-pop, and you guys have to understand. I mean, this was like long time ago, and you know, like in the beginnings of K-pop, I just kept watching a little bit, like middle to 2000s to end of 2000s. That's when I seriously look into K-pop, and I was a grown ass man. You know, I had a company, and they thought I was nuts, and even my family, like my sister or whatever, you know, they told me, like, I told them, you know, K-pop's gonna be, it's gonna get bigger and bigger, and they didn't really believe me and thought I was weird. Yeah, it wasn't the first time, but I could feel that I was looked in a certain way, and you know, nowadays it's like, oh, you're just a little bit weird. So I guess it's better, but man, it's all, I think it's just stupidity, you know. And the thing about the hysteria, it was used to be, it's called, if you guys actually look into that, the hysteria thing, yes, it was, you know, they used to think women are less than sane or logical, and that they actually had a way to treat that. And one of the treatment was, well, it was a little weird. If you guys search for it, you'll find it. Anyway, let's get going. That's inappropriate.
You're my whore.
He's doing that bit again.
I'm Jay. City Pilled, wow! Thank you so much for all your love and support. Thank you, wow. Yeah, You guys always give us so much energy! Cause you give me the best of it! This song is for you. Let's go. Let's go.
매직샵은 팬분들을 위해서 쓴 곡이고요. 콘서트 때 RM 형이 이제 팬분들께 한 말이 있는데 우리를 찾아내고 알아봐준 여러분들이라면 할 수 있을 거다라는 말을 한 적이 있어요. 그 말을 기반으로 이 곡이 시작되었던 것 같고 힘들고 지칠 때 매직샵을 찾아주세요.
이길 수 있을까? 이 기적이 아닌 기적을 우리가 만든 걸까? 난 여기 있을 거 내가 내게 다가와 준 거야. I do believe you gotta see 듣고 싶은 너의 멜로디 하수의 별들은 너의 하늘과 넌 어떻게 수위시 나처럼 막 붙어 결국 내가 넌 찾았음을 잊지마 넌 철벽 끝에 서있던 내 마지막 이유야.
This chorus is just awesome.
What if we decided to rethink the words we use to describe that joy? And what if we didn't allow ourselves to diminish girls with words that undermine their intelligence, their interests, and their capability?
어디를 가든 저희 아미기가 빠지지 않고 나왔었던 것 같고요. 또 저희가 생각하기는 아마도 저희 팬분들은 가장 열정적이고 또 자신들의 마음을 솔직하게 표현할 줄 알고 저희 팬분들 아미 여러분들께서 저희를 자랑스러워 해주시고 좋아해 주시는 만큼 저희도 아미 여러분들을 자랑스럽게 생각하는 것 같고요.
항상 최고가 되고 싶어. 그래서 저 패권을 쳐주고 있어. 남들과 비교 내 일상이 돼버리고 여전히 욕심은 되는 아무데고도 목줄이 됐어. 그런데 말야 돌이켜보면 사실은 말야 나 최고가 되고 싶었던 것이 아닌 것만 같아. 위로와 감동이 되고 싶었었던 나 그대의 슬픔을 풀어나가고 싶었어.
I love what this band has done. I got interested in the music, and then I got interested in what the music stood for. And they advocate self-love, they advocate don't be afraid of failure, they advocate that you are enough. They've developed this global army that is not just geeked out fans. If we can resonate through the television to you at home, to come out of your pocket to give to a cause, like that's work, man. That's work and that's purpose and that's changing the world.
God, I love John Cena for saying that on that show. I saw that like as soon as that thing came out. Yeah. The thing is, first of all, it's not only girls who like BTS or some of the most of the K-pop. I mean, there are, especially for BTS, it's not a, there are plenty of guys who like BTS, and not only that, they're not, older women obviously have love for BTS. You know, like Silver Army is huge, and you know, the mindless so-called, you know, girl. I think some of the women and men who like BTS, there are a whole lot of very smart, very capable people, very intelligent. It has nothing to do with anything. You know, there are people who look down on, like, oh, you like, you know, you listen to K-pop, you know, somehow, you know, they speak as like if there's something wrong with me or my intelligence or things like that. Not that I don't give a crap, but I'm like, yeah, so what? You know, like, so what do you listen to? The thing is, I listen to what they listen to too, mostly. But I totally respect K-pop also. And now BTS is huge, and K-pop is huge. Now they don't, say that bullshit, but it's. I just love how, like, you would never think, that butch, well spoken, like a person like John Cena, he just came out and just almost like he said it in such an elegant way, and he wasn't paid to say something like that. He was being earnest, and I just really appreciated his. He doesn't give it. He doesn't care. He's like, who's gonna tell John Cena? Oh, that's sissy. Ooh, that would be really stupid thing to do. Anyway, I thought he was so cool saying that, man.
You guys just spread love.
And I love your army. I love the people who follow you.
Thank you.
They really appreciate your music, but they appreciate the message, the positivity.
That's the best part in the world.
정말 이 광경이 믿기지가 않고
우리를 영웅으로 만들었습니다.
Because of you guys, we are so happy. We wish you guys could be happy too.
Loving myself is my whole life goal until my death. What is loving myself? What is loving yourself? I don't know. Who can define their own method and the way of loving myself? It's our mission. It's our mission to define our way to love ourselves. So it's never intended, but it feels like I'm using you guys to love myself. You guys taught me through your eyes, through your love, through your tweets, through your letters, through everything. You guys taught me and inspired me how to love myself. So I want to say one thing. Please use me. Please use BTS to love yourself. Because you guys taught me how to love myself every day.
So what's next for the Sensational Seven? International diplomacy.
I used to look up at the night sky and wonder, and I used to dream that I was a superhero who could save the world.
So they were planning chapter 22 and everything, but the producer of this series stopped. It's okay though. I mean, afterwards, all the I mean, they have done so much good. Yeah, I mean, I wish the producer would have continued to finish this, but perhaps someday, she will. Anyway, thank you very much. And I feel kind of bad because I'm gonna put this on my Patreon, which means I'll be able to thank the people who are in my Patreon, but I won't be able to say thank you to the people in the I gotta think on this, huh? Because this is not for everyone, and I don't think I have time to edit. I guess I would have to make another video just to say thank you to everyone. But anyway, thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Next year. Bye bye.